Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
Ten Lobo.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Big grip.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Manning to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the double. Pilot, 64, reach.
3 bud.
Bravo.
Here we go. 50.
Stitch.
Working from the gun, Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, set.
42. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Rosa's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
No. 258.
52 right here. 52. So don't say nothing.
On second down now, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and sit things in behind.
He's got a man, complete. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On second down, it's Jones. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 22. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground with Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now it's Rodgers, and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Crosby is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Manning going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, we got tight left, one tight end, one tight end. Key to tight end. We got three, fellas. Come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 76 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
On 1st down, Manning. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running right through it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
30 base. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From just shy of midfield, Manning out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the right, tight end.
Ready?
Manning now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Hey, lock it.
Check 37. Check 37.
Bam, bam.
Bang, bang.
Into the red zone now. Manning. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Their own 37-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 37. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the pass. Shoot! Shoot!
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Manning. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jones. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 49 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Switch. Look, squeeze. Clear. Big grip.
To throw, it's Manning. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Manning now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. Sponge. No. Let's go, Mike.
Shotgun now for Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Working from the gun, Manning. And Tate's got it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Faking the give to Barkley, now Manning. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on fourth down. Manning indeed going for it on 4. And Ingram hauls it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to throw. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
A handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
We need team. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift. Go right.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Right left.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
319.
58, right there. Let's go, let's get this focus in.
This is Grant. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
319.
Check 93 for Mike.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
58.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Rodgers now to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
So a big move here, plan to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that.
Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
On second down, it's Grant. And some room to roam now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dexter Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he is in for the score. absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.